welcome to Steph's Design Space. My name is Stephanie, and today we're gonna make paper dangles. So if junk journaling, vintage, paper, pretty makes you happy, make sure you subscribe, ring the bell so you don't miss any of my new videos or my lives. Yeah, and like this video and share it with all your friends. Okay, so we're making paper dangles, and I have all this stuff out. Oh, this doesn't belong here. That's an envelope. But I mentioned in a previous video, I asked if y'all wanted to see a sneak peek of maybe something that's going to be on the live sale. And this happened to be on my desk. So I will show you really quick. So this is a ledger, but it's a standard measure book. And it's for tailors. So, you know, people used to go to a tailor, get measured, and have very specific clothes made for them. So this is 15 inches tall and about 10 inches wide. And it starts in 1932, I think. These don't have dates on them, but these are the people. Alphabetically, right? Newman, John. So we have the names of the people that came. So 31. So this starts in 1931, May the 28th to be exact. And it is Nathaniel Krebs, I don't know, whatever. He came in, and this is his coat measurements. The lining, the vest, the pockets, the trousers, everything. Like, how cool is this book, right? So most of it is full and written on. You do get to a point where the pages are blank. And this goes to 1940, I think. Let me see, because some of them don't have the date in. Like, he didn't put the date. And I say he because that's what tailors were most of the time back then. Is there a date? Where is the last date? 40. So that's the last date entry was November of 1940. And then from page 47 to, let's see, 72 are blank. So there is nothing. This would be so cool to journal in. Anyway, so this is one of the many different types of very vintage, almost antique. Antique is 100 years or older. Almost antique. But it is vintage. It is in relatively good shape. A little bit of mess up right here, but other than that, it's still intact. So yeah, this is one of the books that will be for sale on my live sale. I do have a form. I'm going to actually put it on my website so people can just go to it and fill it out. So it's not there yet. When you see this video, it probably won't be there, but by the next video it will be. Okay, let's do what we came here to do, and let's make some paper dangles, right? So I have my supplies. The ones that I'm going to use are these reinforcement labels that I got from Amazon. They have silver and bronze and gold and maybe rose gold. I don't know. It just says assorted metallic colors. And then I have this reinforcer punch. So I got that. Now what I'm going to do, these are just scraps because... Okay, spoiler alert, these are some of the pages that are in the music journal, and my printer decided that it didn't want to print these pretty colors. It wanted to go green. My magenta was really giving me problems. So this is what happens when magenta doesn't work. You get blue and yellow, which make green. So these are just scraps, but I use my scraps. And this is from a previous, this one is the first one I attempted to make from the video yesterday. And I scored it too hard and poked a hole. So I just started over because I was very frustrated. But that's a scrap, and then this is a scrap. But I think I'm just going to stick with these because they're pretty neutral. That's very purpley, and I think I am just going to stick with these. All right, so this is the way that I make, and you can make paper dangles out of anything you want. Paper, cloth, fabric samples, it doesn't matter. do what makes you happy. So I am, really what I do is, let me just concentrate on one piece of paper. Let's do this one. Yeah, we'll do this one. Okay, so one piece of paper, and then I'm gonna find stuff that I want to hang. Usually I do go to my labels. Okay, and now I have realized that I don't have very many labels that are vertical, which is fine. They don't have to be, okay? I'm not gonna stress over that, but I did want this circle. Like, maybe I should pick something for some of them, right? Because I'm gonna have to make this bigger than that, but we'll see what happens. So that's gonna be a dangle, because I want it to go vertical. I'm just kind of flipping through here, some of these smaller ones. I just like that number 4. And that may be the only thing I can pull that one. Maybe the 89. Let's save that for something else. I can do that one as well. And then that's all I'm going to do. Maybe that one. I like the little alphabet. Okay, these are all too big for what I like. These are in my shop, by the way. I fussy cutted all of them out. Big industrial numbers or I don't know. It's industrial something, and they're rather large, but I like the large. Okay, so this is also in my shop, and it is various. There's just pages upon pages of these that you can cut out. That goes in a different section. So this one is a good dangle. Oh, this one would be, okay, it's 20 minutes or less, Stephanie, so just, you know, pick some and move on. Pick some and move on, but keep digging through there like a mad woman. Okay, if we have time, I will dig for more, but right now I think this is going to be it. All right, so the next thing that I need to do is kind of clean some of these up, because as we can tell, I did not fussy cut them close enough to the edge, and there's a lot of white. All right, today I am doing this so late in the day. What time is it? It is 4:30. I have Patreon Zoom tonight. I have a Patreon one-on-one tonight. But my husband and I, we had to get some stuff done around the house, and you know, it's things that you just never want to do, right? But I was like, you know what, let's just get it done. So, because we were both tired of listening to each other moan and groan about it. So we got some stuff done today, and I took a shower because working is gross. Physical labor makes you sweat. Okay, this is pretty large, and I don't know how I'm gonna do what I want to do. Let me get my little chomper out. So this is what? Let's just say this is 2.5. So I want to cut this at 3. Because I want this part. Okay, so that's why I'm going this way. Now, I'm not worried about the back because this is like a dangle. It's just for decoration. It's not really for like journaling. But if I wanted to, because it is much wider, then I could definitely make it, you know, put something on the back. So that is not a problem. Okay, so this is how it is going to hang, and I really want to keep that. So I'm just going to cut it, what, 4 1/4, sounds good, 4 1/4, boom, okay, and then I'll have that for some other stuff. Round the corners, it's over here. I like my little jazz hands, that's what I call them. So I'm gonna round all the corners, because that is what makes me happy. I have a mess over here. I have not cleaned since my last video. I don't even know where my ink dauber is. Don't be like Stephanie, okay? It's a mess. Don't be like Stephanie. Clean up after yourself. So it's so funny because usually on Patreon Zoom I work. And sometimes I craft. I mean, I'm just being very honest with you because I am a one-man show and there's so much to do. But tonight I am going to make some templates because I want to start making smaller journals. But I can't do it. I have to have a template, and that is definitely just a me thing. But I like for them to be consistent and straight, and I can't. I am not one who can eyeball it. Like right now, I'm about to whittle this away to dang near nothing by trying to eyeball it because it's not rounded. It's choppy. Okay, let it go, Steph. Let it go. Let it go. I know y'all knew that was coming. Okay, my fan is not on me. It is so freaking hot in here. I feel like I've been going 90 to nothing all day and I haven't like chillaxed yet. I haven't chilled yet. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do. These are going to go together. They're not going to get glued. I do have this little tiny hole punch. So I'm going to put these together like this. Okay, go under the thing, Steph. Acting like you don't know how to use your tools. And we're going to punch a tiny hole. And we are going to use a reinforcer because I'm not, you can, if you wanted to use the eyelets, I just didn't want to bring out my eyelets. So in case you don't know, like these eyelets, you can poke an eyelet through here, squish it, make a dangle. I don't want to do that. I wanted to spend 20 minutes opening this package. I just wanted to use one of these. I think this color is gonna go. So these are like just little reinforcers. It's gonna go like that. And then we are just going to get a bulb pen. By the way, they sell these, 100 of them for $1.29 at Hobby Lobby. I would say Michael's, I don't know, I don't shop at Michael's that much. I know they also have them at Joann's, but you know what's happening to Joann's. So that's just not helpful. Let's get out some charms because I have a ridiculous amount of them. And we need to use them up. I don't want a mixer. We'll do, is that too big? Nah, nothing's ever too big. All right, so I'm going to go in from behind like this. And I'm going to add my little charm, and voila, we have a dangle. Now this can attach to anything in your journal. It can attach to another piece of paper, it can attach to fabric, whatever the case may be, but that is what it's going to look like. Okay, now that's a large one. Most of them aren't that big, but I'm special. Yes, yes sirree, Bob. Okay, this. Now I want my bottom piece to be bigger, like wider than this piece, right? Because I want it to have depth. You can do as many pieces as you want. I'm just doing 2. But you could do 3, you could do 4, you could add fabric, you could add ribbon. Okay, and I could also tear these, but when things are that little, my fingers don't tear well. So I just have to kind of let that concept go sometimes. We're going to round these corners. There we go. And I'm going to round these corners also, but like small. So I'm going to do the 4. Okay, so I know people have problems with this sometimes. So I'm just gonna try to help you out with that. What I do with mine is I go up one side, right? So you can see that it's up against this and you can feel it. So when it goes all the way, then you punch. Then you turn and go to the other side. If it is cockeyed and not flush against the inside flat piece, you're gonna get a wonky cut. Okay, so it has to be flush, and then you get a good straight cut. And it just takes a little bit of practice, right? Like with everything, just kind of feeling and knowing where it needs to be. Okay, and I want this to hang a bit low. What I'm gonna do is put my, you know what, let's play with this. So you can see how this works. T-dum. Do I have like a little piece of scrap trash over here? Of course not. Well, fiddlesticks. That doesn't have enough, okay, I see a piece of something here. I'm just gonna use this. Okay, now I punch upside down because that I can see what I'm doing. I can see where it is meeting. I know y'all can't see, but I can. And this one, you don't have to push hard, but then you have this cute little like reinforcer, right? But you do have to glue this on, so then that's fine. Our glitter glue, and I use these tweezers because it works so much better to hold it, and just kind of put a smidge on there. Now I want this to go in the center, and yes, it's knocking out that C. I cannot care about that. Because, I mean, like, why? Okay, and I want this to hang a bit, so we're going to go like that. And I keep burying my tools. So put this, and now that I have the whole reinforcer already on there, then I know to kind of punch it right there. Is it even? No, but this is junk journaling. Things should not be so symmetrical. And that is the way that I justify not having my ish together. It's like it's not supposed to be. Right? All right, what do we have in here? I have a lot of feathers. Let's do a feather. Okay, the way that is made, it's not going to lay flat. Let's do whatever this is. This is a leaf. There we go. And there we have it. And so it's just, it's a dangle. It just hangs, right? You can put beads on here. You can do whatever you want. All right. I think we have time for one more. Let's do the alphabet, because this right here, this paper is pretty plain. And the black would be a good contrast. If I did it like this, I think it's weird that this isn't on the side. And that's just a me thing. Okay. So it needs to be cut at about an inch. Okay, let's just go with that. Keep it simple. Now this is too long, but I'm going to have it hang right there. And I am just going to be a rebel. And we're just going to cut it. Okay, like so. All right, round everything. I just like the way it looks rounded. Now these, because this is small, I rounded at a 4 instead of a 7. 7's my favorite number for rounding. But when it's something really small like this, 4 is better, because 7 will end up making it almost like a triangle. Again, I'm just inking these just so the white edge isn't showing, the white paper edge. I feel like I need a nap. It's like I started out really strong in this video. I could feel it, I could hear it, and I'm just like, hey, I need a nap. Alright, so this one right here, I'm not going to put a reinforcer. I am just going to poke a hole and then put the thing through. So I want you to see that you don't have to have all the fancy stuff. Just poke a little hole, get your bulb pen, and it would be so cool if I had eyeglasses in there. That's like a giant mess. Because I swear to you, I end up with the craziest charms. So I'm just going to take a quick gander and see if there happens to be any eyeglasses, like sunglasses or whatever, right? But apparently not. So of all the goofy charms that I have, no glasses. And it's so funny as I can feel myself going, oh, you should order some. No, you should not. You have enough stuff. Let's do a turtle. Okay, so, oh my goodness. Okie dokie. And then we're going to put this little guy on there. And voila, we have another cute little dangle. Okay, so that is it. That is my 20 minutes. Probably a little bit more, but you know what? It's okay. It is. I just need to get these in here, otherwise I will end up knocking them everywhere. All over the everywhere. All over the everywhere. Okay, so let's take a look at what we got done today in 20 minutes or less. And that was, you know, kind of digging through some stuff. Oh, let me just dump that right in my trash can. How handy. Okay, we have this cool little guy. And this one. And this big one. So there we go. I made 3 dangles going through all of this stuff in 20 minutes or less. It wasn't less. Anyway, guys, y'all know what to do. Don't forget to like, subscribe, ring the bell, and leave a comment and share with your friends. And until next time, y'all have a blessed day. Bye.